Hello and welcome back once again to the GeForce IT Service Academy. This is the 9th lesson in the creation of our school management system using Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Word. In our previous lesson, we looked at how to set up the fee payment database table using Microsoft Excel. So in this lesson, we are going to learn how to design the interface of the admission receipt using Microsoft Excel once again. So if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for all. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family members. Don't also forget to comment on these videos. Alright, so without wasting much time, let's quickly come to the plus sign here. Let's click on it to create a new sheet. Then let's right click to rename it to admission receipt. So let's rename this particular sheet to admission receipt, so ADM receipt, like that. So you hit enter. Then let's right click to go to the tab color and give it a particular color. So let's select this color. I think that color will be ideal for this lesson. Alright, so let's begin to design our admission receipt. So before we start designing our receipt, let's quickly go to file at the top here. Then we click on print. So let's come to print preview here. Now let's go back. Let's go back to our sheet here. So there is a line here. Please, I hope you can see this line here. So we are going to design our receipt now. So let's start from 7. Then the first thing that we are going to enter is going to be the ADM number, the admission number. So we enter it like this. Then we come to number 9. Then we enter name like this. Then we skip 1 again. Then we go to number 11. Then we enter class. Then from there we skip another one. Then we go to 13. Then we enter gender there, gender like this. Then we go to 15. Then we enter date of birth, so DOB. Then we need to check these things here carefully. So let's try to expand this one a little bit. Let's try to expand this particular one a little bit. Good. So let's skip these 2 columns here. Let's come to this side. So let's come to this side here. Then let's enter date of admission, so DOA. Then we skip 1. Let's go to this one here. Let's go to admission fee, ADM fee. Then we move to guardian. So we move to guardian like this. Then we move to address. Like that. Then we move to the last thing, that is going to be the contact. Like that. So we have it here. Now let's try to do the necessary formatting and stuffs. Then we are good to go. Okay, so let's try to select all these. So you control C. So you press control on the computer keyboard. You select all. You select all this. You press control key. You hold. Then you select all this. Let's do the necessary formatting here. Okay, so let's go to the home tab now. Let's change their font style, so to Times New Roman. Then we make them bold like this. We make them bold like this. Then we try to change the font size, so let's increase it to 12. Then we align left. Okay, so I think we are on course. So let's try to control P. So control P and let's see what is going to happen. So we have it there. Okay, so let's go back. Let's select all these lines and merge all of them. So you select like that, you go to the home tab, then you come to merge and center. You come to this side too, you select all, you merge and center. So select like this, you go to the home tab, you merge and center. Then you come to this one too, you select all, you go to the home tab, then you merge and center. So you select all, you come to this side, you merge and center. Then we come to the gender, select all like that, then come to the home tab here, you merge and center. Then let's select this one as well. We move to the home tab like this, then we merge and center. Now let's come to this side as well. Let's try to expand this one a little bit so that we can have enough space for the details there. I think we are good to go now. So let's select all this as well, then we merge and center. You move to this one, select it, then you merge and center. You come to this one to select it, then you merge and center. We come to address like this, you select all, you select all like this, then you merge and center. Then let's come to the last one, that is going to be the contact. So you select all like that, then you merge and center. Good. So I think we are on course. So let's try to select all. So you press control. So you press control on the computer keyboard, then you select all like this. So please take your time and do it so that you don't make any mistake. Okay, so we select these ones to select all like how I'm doing it. Make sure that your hand is still on the control key. So you can now release it and go to the home tab. Then let's change the font style to Times New Roman. Then we make them bold. The font size, let's maintain it like that. So let's come to cell style here. Let's come to cell style here. Let's click on it and let's choose heading. So we have it there like that. Now after choosing the heading, let's go to the home tab and let's click on this drop down and let's select this particular one. Let's select thick border, down thick border. So we select it like that. So now let's see. So I think we are having some nice receipt here. So the next thing that we are going to do is to select all like this. Let's select from the admission number like this, then we give it some background color. So you go to the home tab and go to background color. Let's give it this blue color. I like this color, so let's give it this color. Good. After giving it the background color, let's select the fields here. So you press Ctrl on the computer keyboard, you hold it, then we select all like how I'm doing it. Please make sure that you pay attention to the lesson because we are going to use all this in Microsoft Word for mail merging. We are going to use all this to do something important elsewhere. So let's try to change the font style there once again. So Times New Roman, then we give it a background color. So it's going to be white. Now let's change the text color or the font color to black. Okay, so we have something nice there. So let's try to write something. Good, we have it there. Let's try to write something here perfectly. Let's come to this one to try something. Oh wow. Let's come to this side too. So everything is working perfectly. So let's go to Ctrl P again to see. Let's go to the print preview once again to see. Good. So we have our receipt here nicely. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back to our receipt. Then at the down here, what we are going to do is that we are going to add the headmaster's signature there. the headmaster need to sign. So we leave 2 lines like this, then we write headmaster's signature or head teacher's signature. So like that. So we have it there. So let's try to select all. Let's select all, then we merge and center. So let's go to the home tab and select merge and center. Now let's come to text. Let's come to the font style to change it to Times New Roman. Then we move to bold, then we align everything. Okay, so we have that 1 2 there. You can decide to write it in small letters. So let's quickly do that one. So head teacher's signature. Okay, so we have it there. We have it there. Now let's come to this side. We need to select all this like this. Then we merge and center. Let's merge and center. Then we change the font style to Times New Roman like this. So we want everything there to be bold. So let's select bold. So I think we are good to go now. I think we are good to go. Now let's repeat the same thing for the assistant headmaster too. Let's repeat the same thing for the assistant headmaster too. So we Control C to copy this. Okay, so let's leave it there. Let's leave it there and write this one. So assistant headmaster or assistant head teacher. So assistant head teacher's signature. So we have that one too. Then now let's select all. We select all like this. Then we merge and center. So let's merge and center that one too. We change the font style to Times New Roman like that. Then we bold it. Let's try to bold that one too. So here we are going to select all this like this, then we merge and center. So let's go to merge and center, then we bold it, then we change the font style to Times New Roman. Then you click, you press the enter key, you change it to Times New Roman, then you press the enter key on your keyboard. So I think we are having some nice receipt now. So it's left with one thing that we need to do, that is the heading of the receipt. So let's select all like this, then we give it a background color. So let's give it some nice background color. So I think this color is cool. So let's give it this color. Then let's change this one to okay, so let's maintain that one and change this one rather. So let's change this one to a different color. I think this color will be okay. Okay, so let's maintain that color there, or we can still change it to a different color. You can still change it to a different color like this. You select the color that you think will be okay for you. So let's select that color there. Okay, so right at the top, then we need to write the name of the school that we are designing this receipt for. So we write the name like that. So as usual, GeForce IT Service Academy. Good, so we have it there nicely. So the next thing that you are going to do is to select all this, then we give it the necessary formatting. So font style to Times New Roman, then we bold it, then we merge and center, then we increase the font size. let's increase the font size of this receipt, so we have something nicely there. Okay, so under this one we are going to write the box number, so PO box, like this. So I think we are done with that one too. So let's select all like this, then we merge and center, then we do the necessary formatting. So let's come to the font style, so let's change it to Times New Roman, then we bold this one too, we merge and center, then we try to increase the font size. I think this is okay. So let's try to reduce this a little bit. Let's try to reduce that one a little bit. So I think that one is cool. So under that we need to write the email address of the school, that we are designing the receipt for. So we write the email address like that. Good, so that is the email address of the school. So let's try to merge and center that one too, like this. Then we change the font style to Times New Roman, then we bold it, then we merge and center. Good. Then let's try to change the color of the email address there. So I think we should maintain the background color. Let's try to change the text color to white. Good. Or we should still maintain the black. Okay, so let's maintain the black there like that. I think it's cool. So now the last thing that we are going to do at the top there is we need to write the name of this receipt. So this is the official receipt for admission fees. So official admission receipt, let's write it at the top there like that. Official admission receipt. So we have it there nicely. So let's try to adjust this one. You select all, go to the home tab, we merge and center like this, then you try to change the font style to Times New Roman, then let's bold this one too. So we begin to increase the font size of this particular receipt. So I think that's nice. So let's go to Control P. And see if what we are doing is moving well or not. So we have a good receipt here, we have a nice receipt here, and when we want to print this receipt we will not face any challenge at all. So the next thing that we are going to do is to add our search button, then the rest here, the button that can help us to search for the fee records of our students. So we select from here like this, to this side. I think this will be okay. So we give it a nice background color. Let's try to give it a nice background color. So let's search for a particular color. I think this green will be okay for us. Okay, so let's do another thing here. Inside here we are going to insert another thing. So let's insert something like this, then we give it a white background color. Let's give it a white background color. Okay, so we need to extend it to this side again, then we change the background color of this particular one. So I think this color will be okay. Or let's select this color. No, that one. Good. The blue here will be okay. So inside there we write search. So let's select this all. Let's merge it and center before we write something inside. Good. So let's change the font style to Times New Roman, and let's bold it. Good. So we can now write whatever we want to write then now. So search. Now let's try to increase the size of that particular thing there. So let's increase the size of the search button like this. So we go to the home tab again, then we increase the size. Then let's center this one. Good. So this is our search button here. Now let's come to this side too. Let's merge and center everything here. Let's merge and center everything there. So we change the font style to Times New Roman. Then we go back again, we bold it. Let's try to center everything here. Then we merge this particular one here. Okay, so let's try to increase the font size. Let's try to increase the font size to 12. So I think we are good to go now. Okay, so let's type something here and see. Good. So it is working perfectly. Okay, so let's come back to this side here. Let's select all of them. So you press Ctrl on the keyboard and hold it. Then we select all. Let's come to this side too and select all. Good. So now let's go to the home tab. Then we click on the drop down here like this. Let's give them a thick border. So let's have a thick border around all the cells, the buttons, the columns that we have there. So I think it's looking nice now. So we have something beautiful there. You try to write something, it is working perfectly. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is to add our buttons. But before then, let's try to do something here. Let's try to reduce that one a little bit. Good. So let's add our print button, and then the button that will help us to navigate back to our home page. That is going to be the home button. So let's quickly go to insert. Then we search for shape. You select that one. Then we position it here. So you left click and hold. Then we move it to this side. So the name that we are going to give to this button is print receipt. That is going to be the name of the button. So you right click on the button and edit text. So print receipt. Like that. So let's highlight everything. Let's select everything there. Then we bold it. Then we change the font style to Times New Roman like this. Then we center it. Let's go to the home tab. Then we do the rest of the settings there. So let's try to increase the font size a little bit. Okay, so let's go to format and let's click on this drop down here. Then let's select a button that will be good for this lesson. So we select that button like that. I think it's cool. So the only thing that we need to do now is to Ctrl C, then Ctrl V to paste. So let's Ctrl C like this, then we Ctrl V to paste this button. So the only thing that we need to do is to move it to this side like this. Then we change the name of this one to home. Let's edit that one and name it home. Good. So we have it there nicely. So let's try to change the color of this button. Let's try to change the color of the home button. So let's go to format like this. Then we go to shape fill. And we select a particular color that will be good for the home button. I think this color will be good. So now let's give it a hyperlink that can help us to navigate back to the home page. So you right click on the button like this, then you come to hyperlink, Then make sure that a place in this document is selected. Then you tick home, then you click on OK. So good, we are good to go. Let's click on this button. We are home. So that is how we set up the fee. That is how we set up the admission receipt. So till our next lesson, I say thank you very much for paying attention to this lesson. Make sure that you share the video with your friends so that they can also benefit from this lesson. Thank you very much. Let's meet in our next lesson, where we will be looking at how to design the fees payment receipt. Thank you very much. Bye bye.